The autumn wind is a pirate, blustering in from sea. With a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten. He wears a hooded sash, with a silver hat about his head, and a bristling black mustache. He growls.
What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome back to the Raider Ramble show. Hello, welcome to your Saturday show. My name is Raider. I'm your host, Raider. Today we got a packed show. Today, it already felt like we talked about it so many times, but today is our free agency primer. And you guys are probably saying it's a little too early, but I don't think so. I mean, free agency opens the 18th of March. I only get to do these shows every, 4 weeks or so with the schedule I have going. So, I figured I'd do it now, But today we got a good friend of mine on the pod. He's been wanting to come on to the pod forever. And we're going to welcome him on today. His name is Andy. He's been a good friend of mine, big supporter of the channel, big supporter of the movement. So let's give a shout out to him. Show him some love in the comment section or something. And he really drives me to do things. He gives me, ideas and stuff. So really, give him some credit for my channel success. Anyways, I know he doesn't want that, but I'm going to give it to him anyway. Anyways, let's get into the show. So let me catch you guys up on some recent Raider news. So, over the past few days, as you guys can see, Derek Carr has been playing with us, making rumors about he's going to go to different teams, and he's going to go to the Lions, or is he going to go to the Patriots? He's posting these pictures on Instagram with no captions, really. So, a lot of us Raider fans are like, where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you posting pictures on Instagram with no captions? He posted one with the Chargers, posted one with the Bears, posted one with the Colts, and this morning he posted one with the Patriots. Now, his brother, David Carr, works for NFL Network, and they asked him the same question. Why is your brother posting things? What is he doing? Not to mention, Derek Carr also posted a video of him at the zoo at Lions. I figured maybe it was just a jab at, the teams that we beat, just taking jabs at them. But turns out this is what David Carr said as to what his brother is doing, because he was asked on NFL Network by, I think, Lindsey Rhodes. So let's listen into this.
Mac yesterday with no caption. Raiders fans freaking out. What does it mean? Is he going to Chicago? Then he posted this Insta story today of Lions at the zoo with no context. Was he at the zoo, David? What is your brother doing to us?
His son's favorite movie is Trolls.
Yep, you heard that right. He's trolling us, and I kind of expected that. But, Carr loves to be a troll. Oh dear, he got us Raider fans riled up. I even went as far to, DM his wife and ask her, what's going on? We need to know. Obviously, I didn't get a response. Neither did I expect to. But, you always got to try. Especially when you're out here on these streets. So, that's what's been going on with Carr. He's trolling us. Of course he is. I love Derek, man. Dear. Alright, anyways. More news going on with the Raiders. Victor Fur said yesterday that we are unlikely to bring back Tahir Whitehead, and if we don't bring him back, that will save us $6.5 million in cap. We need all the cap space we can get. I know that right now we have $66 million cap space, but I think it's wise for us to get rid of Tahir Whitehead because, he's on the decline. He hasn't been good since really we brought him in. So, yeah. Tafur also noted that we are unlikely to bring back Glennon or Deshaun Kaiser to be our backup QBs. And thank God, they both sucked. Dear Lord. I'd rather have Carr, we're rumored to be trying to sign Marcus Mariota, and then I'd rather have Nathan Peterman as third string. Honestly, at this point. You know what I'm saying? Anything's better than Christian Hackenberg, but, I know we didn't have Christian Hackenberg, but we did for a minute. But you know what I'm saying. Also, Tafur also noted that Tyrell Williams' plantar fasciitis foot injury is recovering. So that's always good to hear. His feet were burning towards the end of the year, this last year, and it wasn't good for him. Anyways, looks like he's on the mend to recovery, which is also great, which is always great, rather. So, yeah. So, as I previously mentioned, Raider Nation, we got a packed show for you guys today. Free agency targets, Raider mailbag, keep, walk, cut, trade, cut, start, all that. So, let me welcome my good friend Andy into the show. He's been dying on to get on the show since I started. And let's welcome in my good friend Andy. Alright, everybody, so let's welcome on my good friend Andy to the show. Andy, would you like to introduce yourself?
What's going on, Raider Nation fans? I'm Andy, Marcus's good fellow friend. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, he's been dying to come onto the show. And we got a good show today. So, free agency primer. So let's talk about some free agent targets for the Raiders. Do you want to start with offense or defense first?
I think we go offense, wide receiver, Robbie Anderson.
Yeah. Robbie Anderson is definitely a target we should go after. His stats are very receiver one likely. He may not have the crafty moves that a rookie might have, but
he could make those catches. He could make those clutch catches.
Yep, he can. He certainly can.
Got that.
He's got them hands.
Wide receiver.
So, other receiver targets for the Raiders. Let's go to the draft. We got Henry Ruggs or CeeDee Lamb. I think both of them would be good for the Raiders. No?
Ooh, I think CeeDee Lamb would fit way better with the Raiders, just the way his play style is. It fits you guys more.
Yeah, I definitely think so. All right, so now let's talk about some more. Let's talk about. Let's see. Let's.
I think I got another wide receiver.
Who you got? Who you got in mind?
This would fit with you guys as well.
Which is who?
Devin Funchess.
Devin Funchess? Really?
Yeah, he is a wide receiver. He is he plays like Antonio Brown, but he's not that star as Antonio Brown. He's not that clown.
Yeah.
I think Devin Funchess would fit with you guys a lot. He has those. He come in.
Yeah, I agree too. Alright, everybody. Hold. Alright, so Andy was previously talking about Devin Funchess. Yeah, you're good. So, yeah, we were talking about Devin Funchess. I don't know about Devin Funchess. I feel like he's past his prime. I don't know if I'd want him. But, maybe on a one-year deal, I don't mind,
I just feel like he could fit with your guys' offensive play calling. You guys run those short little routes,
Yeah, it's dinky dunk West Coast. I love it. Yeah, I think that would definitely be a good fit for us. So I think that pretty much covers receiver. So let's get into a very controversial part of the offense here. The quarterback position. I know that you're very skeptical on Derek Carr. Your thoughts on that? Hold on. Alright, so previously we were having some technical difficulties. I apologize, but
we're back now.
We're back. So let's talk about the quarterback position now. This is what everybody wants to hear about. Okay, might as well get it out of the way. So Andy here is very skeptical of Derek Carr. Well, I'm not. I think he's our franchise QB. What are your takes? Who do you think Raiders should get to replace Carr if we replace Carr? And should we replace Carr?
Okay, I just don't think that that Derek Carr has enough to get him past. I just don't know. Like, he can't do it in my opinion.
He's not a two-dimensional player like Mahomes, per se. Kind of does suck, but, that's really all we're getting out of him. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like you guys need to draft a quarterback.
Now, if this is the year to need a quarterback, and honestly, I've said this and I'll say it again. If the Raiders give it a Carr, there's one quarterback that I want that I think will be in our pick range, and that is Jordan Love out of Utah State. He makes good throws. He's very accurate with the ball. He's very mobile, and this might get a lot of Raider fans happy or whatever, but he likes to take deep shots down the field, which Carr doesn't do. So.
Yeah. Or, honestly, I can see, a trade happening pretty soon with the Raiders here and Derek Carr.
I mean, the scouting combine is next week, so we'll have to wait and see.
With the Chicago Bears, I don't know, Marcus.
All right. How about Tom Brady? You think that'd be a good option? I don't think so.
No.
Yeah. He's 43.
I don't see him going any longer than next season. You guys need that young player who could. Well, not young, but you guys need that good. You need a quarterback like Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, I agree. So now let's go on to defense, and this is where the fun really begins. I mean, the Raiders have so many holes. Let's get. I mean, so many. Number one target for the Raiders on defense in free agency, in your opinion?
Let's see. How about Blake Martinez?
Blake Martinez, I don't know that he's a free agent.
He is a free agent.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Yeah.
I want Corey Littleton from the Rams. He is an up-and-coming player. He would fit well in our scheme. And, I mean, the Raiders have no choice but to throw money at him. I mean, quite frankly. I like Corey Littleton. Secondly, second target, I would probably go after somebody like Chris Jones. The Raiders want to steal him from the Chiefs. That would be Christmas in 2. I would love that.
I'm a Seahawks fan.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Sorry, guys, he's a Seahawks fan, but he's a good friend of mine, so I'm letting him be on the show.
I feel like Jadeveon Clowney, the Raiders are gonna try to attack for him.
Really? I don't know that Jadeveon Clowney is gonna want to come to the Raiders because he's previously said that he wants to go to a contender. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see. How about Jeff? Go ahead.
How about Shaquille Barrett? How do you feel about him?
I wouldn't mind him, but I feel like the Buccaneers are going to keep him on a cheap contract.
Yeah, well, how much did he get paid last year? Like $4 million?
$4 million for 1 year? Yeah. It was a bargain. Because the guy had 20 sacks.
Yeah, he did.
Could you imagine him and Crosby? Oh my God.
Hey, that's scary.
That is scary.
That'll be scary off the edge.
How about somebody to pair up with Jonathan Abram and Justin Simmons from the Broncos?
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that too.
That'll be a pretty solid
duo.
Deep ball coverage.
Yeah.
Pretty good duo. Both pretty fast.
I don't see him getting away from the Broncos, as I think they'll slap the franchise tag on him sooner than later. I don't see it. But if it happens, that'd be awesome. Do everything in their power that they can.
All right.
Let's see. Let's think of some other players here. Joe Schobert from the Browns.
Oh, Joe Schobert, yeah.
I like him. He's really underlooked.
Very. I feel like he had a good year.
Oh yeah, yeah. He definitely has the intangibles to be good. I feel like he's a good deep ball linebacker. Really, I like him.
Yeah.
To pair up with Marquell Lee or maybe even another rookie. I mean, the Raiders could even look at the draft for linebackers too. Patrick Queen from LSU. You got Kenneth Murray out of Oklahoma. So, I mean, there's a lot of options here.
How about, cornerback Logan Ryan? He's becoming a free agent.
Yeah, but I feel like he's a little past his prime, honestly.
Okay, but not all players are going to be in their prime.
That's true. That's true.
So what do you guys struggling on?
Well, what
do you guys mostly need? What do you need to get stronger at?
In my opinion, our biggest 3 holes, and I know some of you guys listening to this can agree, are receiver, linebacker, and kicker. Oh, dear.
Ooh, kicker.
The Raiders need to get rid of Daniel Carlson. Let me tell you that right now. This guy, oh my God. This guy. Oh, this guy. Oh, he cannot make a kick. He can't even make a 20-yarder.
Crosby becomes a free agent.
Mason Crosby up from the Packers? That'd be nice.
Yeah.
I'd rather draft Carlson. Yeah. I think anything's better than Carlson, really. I mean, the guy can't even make a 20-yarder.
Or McLaughlin, Chase McLaughlin.
Yeah.
He becomes a free agent, too.
He kicked a few games for the Niners. He was pretty accurate. I liked him. I think he kicked a few games for the Colts, too, no?
Yeah.
And the Chargers, too. Wow. He was all over the league.
Yeah, you guys do need some linebackers.
I mean, when was the last time the Raiders had a good linebacker? Napoleon Harris in 2011? I mean, like, Jesus. We need to give it to Paul Gunther. That's where we need to start, but nobody agrees.
You think you guys are gonna target Bruce Irvin again? Or no?
No.
No, you don't think so? I feel like you guys will.
Bruce Irvin? No. Just no. I don't want to go after him again.
Or how about former Super Bowl MVP Malcolm Smith?
Where is Malcolm Smith nowadays? I haven't seen him around in the NFL.
He was with Dallas. Now he's a free agent now.
Oh, I'm okay. I think the Raiders' biggest targets in this free agency need to be 1, probably Corey Littleton, 2, Robbie Anderson, 3, Joe Schobert, 4, somebody like Justin Simmons, and then 5, Chris Jones. Chris Jones is a dream target, really.
Yeah.
Now, go ahead.
If you guys could get him, that's clutch.
That is clutch. That's real clutch. Now, there's a lot of people saying they want Amari Cooper back on the Raiders. What do you think?
Okay, let's see. So, when you guys let go of Amari Cooper, well, not let go, when Amari Cooper went to Dallas, everybody was like, wow.
Yeah.
I know that. No, I just don't see him coming back to the Raiders.
I don't want him back. He's a snake. Quite frankly, he's a snake. So, I mean...
How about inside linebacker Danny Trevathan?
Ooh, from the Bears?
Yeah.
I don't know. What is he now, 28? I don't know if he'd be a good fit.
Oh, he'll be better than what you got.
All right, now let's talk about some kickers.
Like, kickers.
I mean, let's talk about Daniel Carlson's stat line for a minute here. Daniel Carlson last year was 17 of 18 on field goals, right? This year, he was like 15 of 22 or 24. Like, dear. He's the reason why we lost the last game in Oakland, Raider Nation. I mean, quite frankly.
He had 26 field goal attempts and he made 19.
Oh, my God. So 19 of 26. There you go. You have it there. Wow. That's still awful. I mean, I don't know very many free agent kickers. Like you said, Mason Crosby is one.
Is Adam Vinatieri, but
he's not.
Or Fairbairn.
Kareem Fairbairn is a free agent? Oh, that's nice.
Yes, sir.
I'd take him. From the Texans?
Greg Zuerlein's a free agent.
Greg the Leg, yes, sir. Go get him, please. The nice thing about kicker...
Whoa, what the... My bad. I feel like... Let me see. I feel like Fairbairn, Mason Crosby, and McLaughlin will be guys' top kickers, too.
Target. Now, here's the big fish in the pond, and this one's more like a dream target, is Justin Tucker. Justin Tucker's a free agent this year, but I don't think he gets away from Baltimore.
Yeah, Justin Tucker is a free agent. Wow.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be something. Justin Tucker on a team that's not the Raiders.
I mean, the Raiders have tons of money now, and they even have an advantage with the no state income tax in Nevada.
Yeah.
So,
something.
man, this free agency is gonna be like a movie. Anybody realize that?
Yeah.
This free agency is gonna tell the future of the Raiders for the next 5 to 6 years. So, I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, guys. So now let's go into our next segment of the show, and that is the M Raider mailbag, where I have everybody on Instagram ask questions about the Raiders, and me and Andy here will answer them for you guys on the show. All right, we have like 5 or 6 questions here. Pretty good. So, first question, Gangster _ Minshew asks, should the Raiders give Derek Carr another shot with improved receiving core?
Should they give him another shot, you said?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's really how, the general manager feels about him.
Mayock and Gruden. Yeah.
We can't tell what his next move is ever gonna be.
I mean, yeah, that's so true.
I don't know. We have to see what happens. I personally think that you guys should go for another quarterback.
I think we should give Carr another chance, but then keep him on a short leash and go sign a good quarterback like Marcus Mariota in free agency, just to scare him a tad. I know Carr can do it. He just doesn't have a true number one receiver. And if you go to my Wednesday show from this week, I actually said that for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, Marcus Mariota, he could fit with you guys. But I heard the Bears are trying to go get him, too.
The Bears are quietly looking at quarterbacks, so, I mean, hey, that could happen. All right. Skull King 57 asks, is Zay Jones comeback season? ? Let me answer this one first. No. No. Zay Jones was so bad last year, the guy couldn't even run a slant route if he threw a bowl of cereal at him. He was so bad. Oh my God. Like, his route running was bad, his speed's not good, his hands are really kind of iffy. He's not complete. I understand why Buffalo dug him down in the deep chart when they sent him, in the depth chart, when they sent him to the Raiders for a 5th round pick. By the way, what a waste of a 5th round pick. That could have been another Max Crosby, or even better yet, a Hunter Renfrow. Oh dear.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather keep Hunter Renfrow as our number 2. I mean, Zay Jones he's not good. No comeback season for him. All right, you can answer now.
Zay Jones, absolutely not.
Yeah.
He is so bad. He had 20 receptions, 147 yards, 0 touchdowns. Like, come on, really?
Yeah. Like, really?
Oh my God. He's still young. He's not that tall. He's 6'1". That's basically my height, and he's not that quick.
Yeah.
He's quick, but there's cornerbacks or safeties that are gonna be all over him. So no comeback season for Zay Jones.
Yeah, no. I don't even want him back on the team next year. I think we can release him. I sure hope so. All right. Enforcer _ 217 asks, will the Raiders sign Taysom Hill?
No.
I would love to get Taysom Hill, but honestly, we have way too many. Realistically,
you guys have more. Yeah, Taysom Hill is good and all, but you guys have better things to spend that money on.
Yeah, exactly. I guess you could say Taysom Hill is like a dream target, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like we would have to use him more as a gadget player, and I think at this point in his career, he wants to be an actual quarterback. So I don't know where his feelings are there. So I don't see that happening. Also, I do feel like New Orleans will keep him with the 1st or 2nd round pick tender. So I don't see us getting Taysom Hill. It would be nice, but I don't see it happening.
Uh-huh.
All right. Forrest Jagger asked, how do you feel about the Raiders possibly going after Tom Brady? And we kind of already mentioned that, so, I mean.
Not. Tom Brady, he's done. He's washed.
Yeah, he's running on fumes.
Yeah, I just can't see. I don't see why the Raiders would want to go for him. There's better options.
Exactly.
I feel like you guys should, this might hurt, but Slingshot, Phillip Rivers.
Oh, boy. Honestly, I think he'd be a better option than Brady at this point in his career, too.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Last question is, Pat Mig asked, it's not really a question, but what is your favorite sport? I think that's pretty obvious for me. That's football. I will always be a football fan.
Yeah, mine is basketball.
Yeah. Go Clippers. Let me tell you that.
Yes, sir.
We're Clipper fans, so. Clippers-Bucks finals, we can talk about that later.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's pretty much that on the question front. Now, before we end the show, I got to ask Andy here one more question. All right, so the NFL announced, or the NFL PA announced that there's a new collective bargaining agreement where they're going to allow a expanded playoff field of 14 teams. So now each conference will have a 7th seed. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's an okay move. I feel like some people are not gonna like it as much, but I like it. I like the move that they're doing.
I like it because it's more football. The Raiders would have made it under this current, the new playoff format essentially. Not really, but the Steelers would have made it. But, it's like, now really all you need is an 8-8 record to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're trying to help these bad teams out. I love this new idea. I really hope the players sign off on it. And the new CBA is also 55 player roster as opposed to 53. Less padded training camp practices. You have better injury standpoints. Also, this is the big one, especially for Josh Gordon here. No pun intended. They are saying that now when the players get busted for PED violations, there will be no suspension. Isn't that something?
Well, that's something NFL.
Yeah.
Done a while ago.
I think that'd be interesting. All right, Andy, thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming on.
Sure. Of course. See you later, Raider Nation.
All right, everybody. There it is. Andy. All right, Raider Nation. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I appreciate you guys, everyone watching. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Wow. Sounds crazy to say because we literally had 3 shows this week. All right. Let me know what you guys think about the first week of shows. I think it went pretty smoothly. I appreciate you guys watching. And as always, go Raiders. See you guys on Wednesday.